Hi students, welcome to the strategy canvas of AT Football Club. Now this page will be very useful for students because I have summarized the entire pre-scene material in one document and it is mostly on how you have to think. Now as I told you, when you go to the exam, you have to think more like a shareholder, not like a football player. Now if you observe in this case, the shareholders are generally concerned about the revenue. Now, in general information they have provided, a football club's revenue is prize money. But if you observe our current situation, it's very challenging because our current rank is number 8. And the ticket price. Again, if you observe, our stadium capacity is very low in today's term. Other match day income, and also you see very low because we have very poor system in place because how we deliver the food inside the stadium, the management of noise, traffic, everything is very poor, and merchandise as well. Transfer fee is also challenging because there are no data with regards to any star players given, and in the exhibit there are definite chances of the transfer fee coming as well. The income from advertising and sponsorship, again, it's challenging because we don't have a dedicated sponsor and also we have not maintained the popularity for the 15 years. So it will be a little bit challenging. Income of sales of club merchandise, again, it is very much challenging because of our design what we have. The hosting events, lack of possibility also because we are not hosting any new events in our stadium. Television broadcasting income very challenging. The rationale behind that is day by day our ranks are going down. So we have to be very careful because we have gone from 5, 6 and 8. So it's going down. The performance is very poor. The television channel income, we don't have our own television yet. So these are very challenging revenue stream. Now, these are the future things that the company can focus. Example, a football academy, betting formally, TV channel we can start. Can we have international team for KFL team players actually? Because can we bring them to KFL? That's a question of doubt because they have not mentioned regarding that. Gaming income, we can design games, documentaries, art galleries, souvenirs, club membership, online booking. So many things are there, and diversification is also possible for a new sport. So as a shareholder, the first thing you have to be very much concerned is the revenue stream because it's money. The green color element is money. So just make sure students you always think accordingly, and we have a lot of challenges. And coming to the cost, students employee salaries, because it includes the football players as well. So just remember that because football players are considered as full-time employees. That is one factor. Amortization cost of the players agreement. That is again an accounting cost, but still we have already incurred the cash flow as well in the initial stages. And stadium facilities is a big challenge. Match day cost is there, television channel is not there, and the finance cost. So if you see there are so many cost element and effectively that will not stop. Cost will definitely increase day by day. Now, when moving into the other section, that is how this revenue is generated, we have to effectively consider. Now, if you observe in this case, the customer segment, if you observe the Freenia, if I'm not Freenia, the place where we are. Now, if you see the Freenia, the local supporters are there, the international supporters can be there because for 8 years we have not participated in any international league. So there are probabilities that in the international arena people would have forgotten us. And age segmentation is also one more factor, gender segmentation, because women's team is doing really well. And under 18 team, we don't know there can be any new leagues also, and digital viewers rights also we have to just check in that. The custom activities, do we have any parades, team players meeting, media briefing, musical shows, entertainment, documentaries? So these are one thing that we have to think about. Fundraising, so I'll write down here, fundraising events can come in the examination, CSR policies, and the sales channels are TV, stadium, internet, social media, apps, and OTT, but there can be new ways of coming in the future as well. So these are the main factors that is connected with the revenue. These are the main factors that are effectively connected with the revenue. So these are the factors that the student needs to be very much aware related to the revenue, because as a shareholder, revenue and the cost, if you are very much aware about this, you can control your EPS, the earnings per share. Now, students, if you observe here, the key partners, that is no segmentation of sponsors. That is one big challenge we have. The KFA, the KFL, and also students, I just want to write down the Wakian Football Association, because that is the Intercontinental Football Association and World Football Association, because like FIFA, there is one body called the World Football Association. So just keep that in mind as well. And the next thing is the merchandise, the hospital, the TV channels, the police and securities, the influencers, the transport partners all have been there. So we have to ensure that we create value for them, because that's very, very, very essential in order to make sure we create value for these people, because they are working so hard for our business entity. So we have to ensure there is some valuations for them in order to make them happy. And the key resources, the stadium, the 125 players, the coaches, the professional team, men, women, under 19, reserve team, app, website, social media channels, training facilities, land leased out, retail outlet within the factory, within the aspects. So remember that the key activities are also participation in league, domestic tournaments, international league. We may not know, there may be other events also, other sports also. Just keep that in mind. Now, value proposition, this is the differentiating factor for any business organization. Started in 1895, Licombe family. They played for 100 years in KFL, 6 times won KFL, 5 times domestic. Women's team is ranking number 3. So these are the value propositions. So just take a printout of this. It will help you a lot to concentrate in the examination. Thank you very much, students.